Hey, love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing, extended, beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support y'all are constantly giving me. It is truly, truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video or you're telling me about your empathic gift. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting, give you good vibes that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may seem like they're going through trying times and need spiritual guidance or needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share while you're at it. Give it a thumbs up, like, and also share on the social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It's truly appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101, Heyokas, when you choose to embrace your strength of truth that disturbs others by their drama of trauma they hate to face. It is so true. Y'all, I didn't think I was going to do any more videos today because when I did my other one earlier, it was like storming really bad. And I don't know if the signal is messed up because I turned my Wi-Fi off on my phone. So hopefully that'll help a little bit. But I was like, oh, I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest of them tomorrow because I was still up here, self-reflecting and all that other junk. But it was just so many good things that was coming up that I can truly resonate with that I kept seeing today. And it, just gave me that urge to want to do videos today. And I was like, I was going to come back either Monday or Tuesday to come do them. And I'm still feeling a little bit dragged. But, I'm just going ahead and, put my videos out because I feel like I love doing my videos. It's kind of like a positive outlet for me. So, it was just like, I got some stuff I got to talk about on these contents because those kept on coming up and I really, truly, appreciate it. It was, because like when I was thinking about those, I don't know where this one I got on my own, but I know there was a couple of other ones. I was like, dang, I heard this off of this lady. She's a minister and her name is Sophie. And she was saying some pretty good stuff. I've been listening to her on and off for a while. But, when it's just been so heavy for the last few days for me. And not heavy as in a negative sense. It's just like I've been on the go. This is the first time in a while I started doing more chats, which hopefully I will have tomorrow. It just depends on how the weather is going to be. I really love being able to do it. And just making sure that my energy is good because it's like I felt a little bit upbeat earlier and I was just like, I'm gonna go ahead and do my other two videos. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm in the vibe, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So I'm just trying to see, with everything going on tomorrow, see if I'm gonna be able to do it or not. But when you're going through so many different things in your life, so many different things, nothing that we are facing is easy. If you going through some where you are that person that is not going through anything and life is feeling vibrant and it's not that heavy, even though you may have little issues here and there, it's not something really minor that it's not going to be an issue getting through or overcoming. You are blessing among blessings and congrats to you. But to the other folks, like as in myself, I had to really just look at a lot of different things in a different way. And there's, just so many different things that even though it's been very traumatic in my life, it made me angry, and all those things. It was heavy. It was really heavy for me. And then it was just like me trying to seek balance and all these different things that's going on in my life. If you have to deal with a lot of different, issues in your life, or there's so many different things that has been bringing up to the surface. It's just like if you have a clog in your sink and you're putting whatever is that liquid Drano in there, it's like all that stuff is getting stopped up and it's just, just sitting there and you're just, all this gunk is just like, it's not allowing it to go through because of all the gunk that's in the pipe. And that's basically how I felt is that my liquid journal is me meditating, prayers, just allowing myself to reflect. And I just had to have those couple of days to myself because I was feeling kind of burnt out a little bit. And it was, going through all these ascension type changes. Is like my sinuses was messed up, my headaches was not going away. And I'm not trying to put too much on myself so soon, but it was just being able, it made me feel good and made me feel very productive on, doing my podcast again. And now I'm sharing my podcast on here on my channel, doing more videos on top of me doing chats right after that. So it was like I was going from one thing to the next. And I like being that way because it's not like I'm ignoring anything, but it was just the fact is allowing myself to be busy, not just sitting around, feel like I'm not doing nothing. Because a lot of times if I sit around doing self-care a lot, and it's just like, at times before, it was just me being depressed and just really trying to allow myself just to get out of that funk. Whatever I needed to go ahead and purge out and clear out, I had to work on myself and do that. It's not like I can come up here and be all happy, positive, all this and stuff like that when I wasn't feeling myself. I'm not going to be fake about something that I couldn't feel at that time. So I knew that was my time. I have to get better for me. And these are the things that, when you're allowing yourself to be very authentic, some people try to make it feel like, oh, nothing really bothers me, I'm good. Certain people, you have to be like that, because some people be wanting to, hear that you got issues, because there's some people out there in the world that feel like when they're doing bad, they want somebody to be doing bad or even worse to them. And it makes them feel good. And, that doesn't help anybody, at least with me, because I always try to find my mind and what makes people want to do that, be disruptive in somebody else's life, getting off on, getting their vibes. It's like a Jones for them to see somebody else suffer. And it's just like the way you can put emphasis on trying to break other people down, dehumanizing them, verbal, mentally, spiritually, whatever you try to break them down with, you can put that same effort on trying to heal yourself. Forgive whatever it is that got you wanting to be that way with everybody. And I've had to deal with that a lot in my life. And me just being able to do that. And it was just like, I was watching a video earlier today. It was like, I forgot what, oh my gosh, I think it was like Trailblazers, or it's the Grace of something. It's one of those religious channels. And it was talking about, you're trying to forgive a lot of people in your life. And it's just like, how can you forgive somebody that always constantly having, doing something to hurt you again? And I was like, yo, I feel that, and I feel it heavy. And I try to allow myself to heal. And it's like right now where we're all going through this change, you are purging out so much. So there's so many different things that's coming out and you're dealing with in your life. And that mess is not easy, but it's just the fact is you don't know the power of your strength just when you're trying to allow yourself to go day by day by saying, you know what, this is a messed up situation, but it's now or never. I can't allow myself to be fixated on things that I can't fix when it comes, or not fix it to be changed. Let me put it that way. Or, getting back at somebody who always made that goal to break me down in any kind of way. And those are the things where God told me to just step aside, and I've always been like that. There have been days I've had tears in my eyes and asked, I'm trying my hardest to forgive people. And the more I forgive, there's more crap coming up, and it's just like when I try to forgive them and actually, be therapeutic with them and say, hey, I forgive you, and they go out their way to make sure I don't forgive them because they're that dead set on not allowing me to heal. And I'm like, this is not your choice. I'm going to allow myself to do it regardless on what you feel like you trying to block me from. Because a lot of times when people are, they get pissed off. They get really pissed off when they see the damage is not being as detrimental to somebody's life that they thought it was going to be. And that's where God, universe, all our, our enforcement steps in and just like, you know what, we're making you face this. And it's like, you don't understand. The more that they're doing to you, they're actually doing that to themselves. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that sees you going through that mist of storm and you just allowing yourself to take it, take everything to heart. And it's like, you deserve better in your life. You trying to get to that next step in your life. You can't do it with you holding on to something that you can't change. You deserve that happiness. Just because these people choose to not, use you as that pet project, that you ain't even got to worry about that. And this is what universe is telling us. You don't got to worry about that. You allow yourself to forgive them because you don't need that anger in your heart like it's placed in theirs. You see how their actions are reflecting towards other people. They're projecting, because they either self-medicate. I've been there. I was just telling y'all that a couple of weeks ago. I've been happy for myself because I haven't smoked any devil's lettuce, and I haven't had any cigarettes in over 2 weeks. And I mean, there's times I've craved it. I won't even lie. I keep it real and real. But I allowed myself to see, is this really worth you throwing away everything just because you want to self-medicate because this mess is getting too hard? And don't think you ain't self-medicating. You're just doing it in a different way. They're using that to ignore what they're doing. You're taking this to ease off what you're facing. God says, no, you have to feel all that. And I mean, feel all of it, not with a drink, not with a pill, not with a weed, not with a cigarette. You have to feel it all. This is how you will heal, because you have to face everything. You can't have it diluted. You have to feel it 150% chaser. You got to just take that in one go, and have to be able to deal with it. And he says it's going to be daily. It's really going to be daily. And there's times I sit here and there's so many different things will come up in my life. And it's just like, I have to allow myself not to allow myself to get angry, but allow that to come up and really observe, what is that lesson teaching me from that painful memory that I did not realize that I may have been holding, or it was something that I knew I was holding, because there's anger there, there's pain. I felt like my life has been violated in so many different ways. I've been, it's just, I've been deprived of a lot of things, and that angers anybody, and anything that anybody can go through in that type of situation. There's people that know what I went through, and they're like, Roslynn, you a trooper, and I take that to heart every day, and there's so many different things. And I have to tell myself that all the time. Girl, you have been through so much, and yet you're still here. That pain has a purpose, and it's a powerful one. I had to allow myself to say that you have connect and met so many different people with many varieties of pain. And yet you help them see something that made sense on why certain things are happening, or they say you can really truly relate to the things that they're facing. It may not be the same thing, but that weight of pain, it doesn't matter what you're going through. It's that heavy weight of pain. It's hard for you to shake off when you're not getting closure. You're not getting an explanation. You're not getting an apology. Not hearing somebody say, you know what, I messed up. If you got somebody in your life that's wanting to tell you, know what, I really messed up. I messed your life up. And for that, I'm sorry. And you may not even get that. But a lot of times you just got to close that door without actually getting a greeting to that. Close that door. That experience has got you right where you needed to be. You're learning more about yourself. It's not being from illusion. It's not being with mirages, fear, all these other things. It's about you building up on that foundation of truth. What you're trying to embrace within all those wounds is not an easy task, but that's what warriors do. Right now, where everything that you're facing within your life is truly holding a weight of meaning to what you are. Your personal purpose. For you to be able to want change in this world, you had to be able to go through the worst of the worst, because there's so many people in this world that feels like all the painful situations they have ever been going through, there ain't no turning back. You can't go back. But why would you want to? You sure want to make it better. And there's so many people out here that wants to play victim. They become the damn culprit from the person that put them on them in the first place. But when you're allowing yourself to really, really feel it, really feel that, being honest with every fiber of your being, of the emotions you have. If you're pissed, acknowledge the fact that you're pissed. Okay, what's the reason why you're pissed? And then you can be honest with yourself. Why does this still hold that heavy emotion with you? And then when you're allowing yourself, just really go to it. Get that time where you have it off to yourself. You don't need nobody being around you, but this is you, yourself, and I, because that's all you got. You know what I'm saying? Even though we got all these spiritual enforcements, it's up to you to make that first initial change. That first step. I'm saying I'm not going to allow my life to continue to be this way. Me holding on to these different things that I can't change. This was helping me become myself from the abuse that I've gone through, from the neglect, you know, from whatever pain that I've unleashed on myself or others people have unleashed on me. You know, this had a purpose to it. And yeah, it may not have been a good one, but it will become a great one. You know, and I see so much of myself. You know, I never knew what I was going to do with my life. I always wanted to do something where it can really change the world. And I never knew what it was until I started doing these things here. And I mean, it really, really, really makes me feel good when I can have people ask me for their advice. You know, like, Roslynn, what do you do when you do this? And, you know, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel important, you know, all those different things. And I never thought that I could do that because it was always in my mind that my life would never mean anything, or you're not being what you need to be. Everybody was always smearing how much successful, you know, people were around me. And I was the one who was just wasting their life. You know, I've had that in my life because they were jealous of the things they really truly seen I could be. Jealous of the things that was connected to me that I had no choice over. You know, you hating on me for something I didn't even know about, but you knew, you know, all those different things. And I had to be honest with myself on why that hurt. I had every right to be angry. But what I'm not going to do, and what you shouldn't even do, is allow that situation to define who you are and give you a limited space on how you need to be within your life, or how you need to change, or what your come up should be because of what somebody has done to you or what has happened. This should be that main thing where you go all in and say, I deserve to be happy. I'm going to go for everything that I know I deserve plus more. You know, when you are moving forward in good intentions, everything's going to come flying out in your favor. Even though you got all stuff going around you where it feels like you ain't being heard. It feels like nobody ain't really understanding you, or you're being too much into yourself, or you're too sensitive, or you're too this, you're too that. When they already know. I look at my situation and sometimes I gotta laugh because I say things that people have placed on my life, and the people that got attachments to certain things that they know they're wrong on doing, if I would even give them an inch or even a spoonful of the things that they fed me, they would straight choke on it. Straight choke on it. Or they couldn't even walk a mile in my shoes. Hell, they couldn't even fit their feet in my shoes because that mess is too brutal. I've been paying for something since I was like, damn near since I was little, you know, really little. I knew my life was traumatizing from the day 72 hours old. A baby shouldn't even remember stuff like that. But yeah, I do. My truth started kinking in when I was 3 and 4 because my mom knew I was saying stuff I should not even be able to know about. Nobody can tell me this, but yeah, I can tell my mom these things, you know. And my mom knew from that time, my mom knew I was going to make a mark in the world some kind of way. She didn't know how I was going to do it, but she knew I was going to do it. But the things that you have to face when you allow yourself, there are so many daggone haters out in this world that wish so much on your life. Their piece is so disrupted. They want everybody else to go through worse than what they're actually going through. And they actually, if common sense was really common with certain people, you know, and which I really wish the best, even for my enemies, but it ain't going to be based off of what you're trying to keep me from. It's not going to be based on what you're trying to block in my life. You can't do it. God ain't going to allow that to happen. But I wish them peace, healing, and happiness, you know, through their healing, you know, because that's bad. It really is bad. But when you're really allowing yourself to move forward, you can tell yourself all day, I got this. You have to remind yourself, you got this. Even when tears is coming down your eyes, you got this. It's not easy, but I'm going to make a daily effort for it. Whatever I was suffering with 5-10 minutes ago, I'm going to make sure I heal from this now. Allowing myself to really dive deep and try to understand, why is this still emotional, mental, and spiritual? You know, whatever kind of trauma it left on you, how is this still a trigger to you? You know, I know there's a lot of things where people have been touched in certain kind of ways that I ain't going to get into it because, you know, YouTube strikes here. And you have every right to feel that way. I've known about stuff like that too. And I still got to make peace. Because every time I clear my mind with all the different things that I deal with now, and I dealt with before, and I clear that and say, you know what, I'm in a better place. Boom, something else done come up, because there was so many different things I've suppressed as a child, and my mind has been manipulated and on so many different things. There's so much that's coming up, and I'm just like, God, I'm really trying to really make peace out here. I'm trying not to catch a charge. Why do you have all these things coming up? He said, because I know you are protected. You are loved. Nothing can happen to you unless I allow it. Anything that you're going through is because it's needing your strength. It's needing your acknowledgement. You can overcome these things. It may not be easy, but you can overcome these things. And that's why they keep telling you each and every day. Because I know there's somebody that's always dealing with something. You know, some people don't understand how you can still put a smile on your face, even though you could be crying tears all day. You still try to put a smile on your face. People ask me at times, Roslynn, how do you still wish well on other people? How can you still speak positivity when people try to tear your life apart? Those are the people who didn't do that. I mean, I'm not that type of person that make everybody pay for something they didn't have no hand in. Even the people that have a hand in it. This situation has taught me to become who I am, who I truly am, my truth. I embrace that every day. Sometimes it's hard to. I don't want to embrace me, but I know I have to deal with me. You know, nobody else can't do that. I have to do that. If I want better in my life, I have to start acting better. I got to start seeing better. I got to breathe blessings into my life. It's all about how you choose to talk to yourself, talk out towards the world, towards yourself, how you talk to other people. You know, you making a choice on what is best for you. If anything is not flourishing you, nurturing you, uplifting you, giving you that best in you instead of distressing you, I don't want it. When you can calmly say that into your life, and that's when you know, that's when universe knows they finally getting what we've been telling to them. Because when you know you want your life to be blessed, no matter what the hell you're going through, because a lot of times the things that you're facing is just trying to test your faith. And a lot of times you're going through a lot of stuff because your blessings are so much near to you. The devil trying to distract you. He'll bring the most weakest ass people into your life just to disrupt it, because they know your mind is a powerful weapon. That's why people choose to want to manipulate it, put all kind of doubt in your life, put out any kind of doubt in your life that you are trying to make your dreams reality. They will do that. But also when you get tested like that, it's a blessing, because that lets you know you must be a good ass person, or you must got some good stuff that's coming into your life, because they wouldn't be sitting up here throwing shade on you like they were if they didn't feel like you were about to have something good. And that's where your true test of strength really comes from. And even though people just be talking all that rah stuff, you have to stay focused on what's important to you. They ain't relevant. They are not relevant. That should be your main focus on not, I don't want to be nothing like them. So let me continue to work on myself. But you still send blessings. You sometimes you gotta mentally say, I want God to bless you with what he feel like you deserve. Because a lot of times when I push blessings on my enemies, God is like, no, they don't deserve that. You don't let me deal with that. I'm gonna deal with you. You know, don't be sending that. They're gonna get their blessings all kind of ways, but ain't gonna be the ones they want, you know. And those are the things. And it's still gonna be blessed, you know. And there's sometimes I gotta say God is good even when life feels like it's not. There are so many different things that I had to sit here, you know, for 72 hours, because I was like, I was going to do the videos and the stuff start acting up and stuff like that. Even when I was getting ready to do it here, you know, then the wrong title and stuff was going off. I'm like, oh, why am I keep dealing with this? But then it's like, that's the devil. And God also testing you too. Are you going to allow this little thing that's so simple frustrate you and throw you all off balance? So you're going to allow yourself to try again. And if it don't work, then oh well, you can just wait for another time. Don't sit up here and cry with spilled milk. It'll always be another day. As long as you know you putting your best foot forward and placing intention with your change, it's all going to come for you. You know, and there's so many different times you may have want to give up. You wanted to just throw all your hands up, or certain things just kept on coming your way, hitting heavy. I've been through that. I'm still going through that. And I'm still just trying to say, you know what, God, just use me the best way you know how. And I know you know the best way you know how. You know what I'm trying to do. You know where I'm trying to go. Please lead me in that right direction. Anybody that's in my life that is keeping me away from being the best part of me, or a direction I'm going that can block me, please redirect me. If it's for me, Allow me to be blessed with it. If it's not, you block, I understand. And there's a lot of times you have to do that. Because there are going to be days where everything going to feel like ish done hit the fan. All hell done broke loose because you're getting close to your blessing. And a lot of times you're going to be going through stuff like that because it's testing your faith. It will really make you feel like God playing you. It will be that way. I'm like, God, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. This ain't the one. I ain't the one. I ain't the two. I ain't the three or the four. You know, and I get like that. But then I see how far I came. I'm like one of those sore losers. I done came too daggone far to be sit up here and just I didn't come just as far to go this far. You know, there's something I done came out of this. And that's what they want you to be able to understand within yourself. So you may be going through a lot right now. Who isn't? You know, you may be going through stuff where you may not even be grateful for just the little, little snippets that God give you because you feel like you deserve more. Hell, he know you deserve more too. But you have to be able to see, let me see how they do when I just give them a little ounce. They know they need a whole bowl of rice right now, but I'm only giving them 1 grain. You gonna work with it? Or you gonna complain about it? Because that just decides on what I'm about to give you next. I'm gonna see how you act with that. And that's how they want to keep doing you. When you can just be grateful that you woke up this morning, because a lot of people with all this stuff going on in the world, yeah, you maybe have to be in this hellhole and they in a better place, but yet you're still here because you still have a purpose. You know, I thank God, even when it all stuff going around me and I got to deal with certain things and certain people, I still say thank you, Lord, for helping me get through this day. I didn't have a negative vibe. I didn't want to snatch up on somebody. I didn't want to boss up on somebody. Thank you. Allow me to just do better tomorrow and keep going. And just start being grateful. You even tell your family that has passed over, thank you for helping me through this day, because I know there's many of my family that had to come and comfort me or reassure me on things. And that's a blessing I'm glad I have, that I can still communicate with people that passed on. So I get them all the time. That helps reassure me that I'm doing exactly what I need to do. But when you know you were really serious about that change into your life, if God is asking you to put that needle down, put it down. If you got a pill, put it up. Flush it if you don't need it. If it ain't for health or it's just for the numbness, throw it away. Because anything that you know is going to be addiction, that's how the devil gets in. I already know. Then that's when he start creeping. That's what he waits for. He wants to keep on telling you, oh, you want that cigarette, don't you? I know you want you want a Maui effing Wowie. You know, you want one of those. Go ahead. You know, you got some over here. You know, you can go talk to somebody and give you, all that stuff, because he know any kind of way that is going to detour you from being on a sober mind, a clear mind. That's how he know he going to get to you, because he know your weaknesses. Even the people that you got to deal with this in that karmic cycle, they already living in their weakness and they're using it all against you. You got a lot of people coming in from your past. They probably even connecting with you in your dreams. Cut that mess off. There's a reason why they still ain't in your life. So you allow yourself to keep growing. You allow yourself to be grateful on what you're knowing. You know, your life ain't going to always be this way. This is going to be the moment. And I have to remind myself, anytime you get towards that moment where you just tired of being tired, you just tell yourself there's going to be one day, but you hold tight to your faith. You got to keep on telling yourself, this is applying towards my spiritual growth. This is helping me maintain. I'm not the person that first started this path. You're a totally different person. You can't even reach out towards that old person because that old person ain't there no more. And it's just allowing you to know, step out in the new. Stop going back to what's familiar to you. Don't go back to things where you know exactly how it's going. It becomes predictable. They want you to be able to step out. They're wanting us to be able to let go of that ego. Don't allow that pride to ride you in a place that you're no longer needing to be. This is your time to shine. You may be going through some stuff, but I guarantee you, I have to tell myself, sometimes I go look at different things where I see somebody else going through worse stuff, and it makes me feel so grateful for the stress that I have. There's always somebody out there going through worse situation than you. And there's some time that people barely got nothing and still try to be grateful for just all of that nothing they do not have, because it could be far worse for them as well. So I hope y'all were able to resonate with the content of the video. Like I said, I don't know how I'm gonna feel tomorrow, but I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best to go ahead and do some more videos, because right now I'm tired, but I knew I had something to say. And when my spirit tell me to get up and show out, I'm gonna just go ahead and do that. So, but I'm gonna try my best. I know there's some people like, yeah, she back. I already seen it, so I'm gonna try my best to go ahead and push out some more videos and stuff to you, but most likely go ahead and have chat, because I've really been loving those. And I know a lot of people that has been connecting with me on those days, they really enjoy it too. And it's just good for you to be able to connect with people that are very like-minded, or just being able to see the views that you have, or just being able to trade different views of experience or the knowledge that you feel like needs to be heard. We always got something to say. There's always a teacher learning thing, teacher student thing. There's always something you can teach somebody else that they may be blessed to be able to find out, so they can learn it. That's why we're here. So I hope you able to have a blessed weekend. I would love to give a post notification shout out to Easy Breezy. I'll say Easy Breezy. Think about cover girl, Lord Jesus. Be easy tarot card readings, my sis from Massachusetts. Much love to you, Baby Stag, and Omega McBride. I always like that name, Omega. I love that one. So I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. Remember, I'll leave all my contact information in the description box below. And also, I leave my link to my podcast as well that I have on Spotify and other places. I don't know where the heck they got it at. But just being able to connect with me, if you want to give me a one-on-one convo on just spiritual network, that's what it all is, really, because people come to me and ask me, different situations, or, ask me about their advice that they may need about certain things they don't feel like comfortable, placing on the tube of you. And I always tell people, hey, that's all right, because they're not everybody willing to be open like that. They got, So I was telling whatever we speak on is confidential. You don't have to worry about that. If I can tell you through my experience or what universe want me to tell you, I'll do my best to do that. If not, I'll give you the information you need to give you that deeper understanding to get further down your path. So, what am I going to say? Whatever you're trying to manifest into your life, hope it comes so much bigger and better than you ever expected, and come sooner than you predicted. And through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibe, frequencies. You never know. Ooh, excuse me. You never know. That can really take somebody a long way. Be safe, be responsible at everything you do, and I'll see you on my next video. Much love. Peace.